Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing the review of MTV Catfish, Season 8, Episode 49, Diamond and Steve. Yeah, because I didn't write the name down, but it's Diamond and Steve. Before I get started, hit the ticker down below. Follow my social media accounts, Twitter, Tom Mizzle _ grown. Instagram, Mr. Grown. Follow both of them because I do post things on there and congruent to my YouTube channel. So especially on Instagram, like still follow that because I do watch alongs on that channel of different shows that I don't review on YouTube. And my Twitter, I do tweet a lot of things like that. So always follow my social media account so you all go notified for all my videos if you don't get the notification from YouTube. All right, I appreciate everyone who be stopping by my catfish videos. It's always appreciate the welcome. I appreciate the new subscribers for my cat reviews. So thank you, welcome. Any new people, if you enjoy my reviews, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and share my videos like that. And when you hit that notification bell, click all so you'll be notified for all my videos. Let's get into catfish because that's what y'all here for, all right? So we got 23 years old Instagram model, TikToker, pop star. I am EBT baby Diamond. She's 23. She's in Miami, and she's just all that. She has one businesses. Her name is EBT baby because she grew up poor and everything. So she grew up in food stamps, all that stuff. So that's what she named herself, EBT baby. I came from this, and I'm now doing one or two businesses, platform. I'm like music. I'm making money. So at the time, she is very obsessed with this guy named Steve. Steve Wildo, who's part of the Milk Boys on YouTube. So an Instagram model and a YouTuber. I said, that's right, you're gonna be influencers, power couple. So that's actually so obsessed. So one day he said, you know what? People, fans contact me at this number. So she wants to get a shot at it. So what she did, she said, I'll figure a titty pic. She said, bad hell. She said the titty pics, sent it to him. After a while, it was no conversation, no text backs, no nothing. After I think like 6 months something later, that's when she got a text from Steve, and they've been going back and forth ever since. And most of the time, it's been sexual talk, but they do talk about other things. Like she said, like this person sent commissary to her brothers in prison and stuff like that. So it was different things. And they said they loved each other for a while and all stuff. So it's been like that, bouncing back and forth. But they never really video chat, and they hardly talk on the phone. Now she lives in Miami, and it said that Steve lives in Cali, but always in Miami all the time. So when she sees him close by, she was like, "Can we meet up?" But they always give excuses why don't meet up. I said, "You in my own damn city, and you can't still meet up with me? I would be done. I'll be done." But she's still going off back and forth. So they have still been contact as like heat moments. Now they know that Steve drive like a Tesla, so like that. So it was a picture that it was expensive photos, right? And the guy, she said her little thing, and then the guy sent a photo of the car of his dick. Oh, that's like that. So I was like, what is going on? And I was like, look, it blurred to us. But I said, these the camera, y'all just watching that? Y'all was there, watching that thing for a while. And they was examining the pictures and realized that it was a Honda, but they realized it was supposed to be a Tesla. So I guess the person said, whoops, wrong way. And it showed the bottom part. I was like, really? That's what it is? So they're going back and forth. They texted back and forth. And she was like, things that before they post, she would get notifications of things that they about to post, and before they posted up. So she would get inside scoop of what happened, and then it get posted up. So she realized that's probably the real person because who wouldn't have any inside scoop of what they're going to post before they even post it, right? And she said she like her little asshole kind of boys. She like the little bad boys too, like that. So when she was like, when he keep ducking and dodging her, she was like, you know what? I'm getting tired of it. So I'll go contact Catfish. I'll go contact Catfish. They're going to help me find who you are. If you don't talk to me and everything, we're going to do that. So after a while, they talk. And I think they talk for like 30 seconds. They say a little thing, say, hey, sexy, what's on, like that. And then hang up. So I was like, So that was actually, why is he going through all this? If you know he being shifty and shady, but I kind of like assholes. So it's like, it is what it is. But I just want to know if he really playing me. And that's why I contact the show. So that can help me find out if I really spoken to Will, to Steve, Will though. And can we do that? Because she said, oh, he's so hot. That's my soulmate. It's everything. And so they was like, you know what? It could be possible that they could be pranking her. Because they said when they conversation, they like go back and forth. They like each other, but they don't have a lot of arguments because he be posting stuff with other fans and stuff. And, she don't really liking that. I think it's just all a joke. You don't have to worry about that. So that's what it is. But then she said she does follow him on all this other social media, so she would know if it's like legit and everything. So that's what she believes that it's him. Because listen, like it could be him. So they would say it could possibly be him, or it could be possibly somebody who's close to him. Because it's like it was one time they said they couldn't really contact him on Instagram and stuff like that because the management will not like them getting contact with their DMs and stuff like that. It was something like that. So I would say, what? You was a YouTuber and stuff like that. Management would tell you can't get contacted, do stuff like that. Hey, I'm not big in that realm, so I will not know. So that's that. So they say, you know what? Give me all the information. We're gonna help you out, Diamond, and see what's gonna be about. All right. She said, okay. She's gonna send all the information, and it was very detailed. This is the phone. This is the first phone number I got. This is the next number I have. This is the name go by. This is the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Or she had like everything. Every social media. I said, damn, you got everything, girl. So send that. So when they did a photo search, and out of all the pictures, they photo searched the D pic. I said, y'all really like that picture, huh? So it show up, there's no hits with the D pic. And then they contact Steve on Instagram and say, no one else contacts this person. Hey, because they say, you know what? Because we verified and he's verified. So when he get a message that a person who's verified, they will know that we legit the person. So it will most likely they will probably reach back because they know they legit because Instagram checks and verified this account as the real person who was behind this account. So they contact them and then they realized that they say he was managed by some management. And Nee found out he was managed by John. And Nee said, I know the John. I know him. Who is so? He said, okay, I know him for years ago. So then let's contact John then. So they contact John. All stuff. So they did a photo search. The first number it show up, it didn't show up anything. But the number that they got, the second time, they came up with a number called Miles. And they would say they searched Facebook and nothing came up to Facebook. It was too many miles. That's a common name. So they said, no, it's the new Cash App. I said, this is a new search they're doing because then you should never start searching Cash App. But, everybody started having Cash App. So search Cash App and they came up with the phone number of a name as Heather. So I was saying, let's find out if they follow Heather. So they got a profile of Heather and they realized that Diamond follows Heather. And then they did a reverse search and they realized that Heather follows Diamond. So I said, oh, what's going on? So do Diamond never know Heather? Like how Heather's evolved? Like what is going on? Is she trying to play us or something like that? It's like, what's the connection? Because it coming to Heather Miles and then it comes to the thing Heather and y'all know each other. So what's up? And why this number is the one's connected to the phone number that she has been talking to. So that's what they realized. It's like, oh, something's going on. So let's contact Heather. So Heather was able to respond, and I think they called her, and Heather answered, and basically realized that Cameron mentioned that the Miles might be the dead name because they saw the profile as trans. So it was like when they first met Heather, they was like, this Heather's a TikToker. So they hit TikToker and all that stuff like that. They know each other, what's going on in the past and said, why is this connected? So that's contact Heather. And when they contact Heather, and Heather was like, yeah, she know of Diamond through mutual friends, but they don't really hang out like that. And they're not besties, don't really communicate. So it's like they know each other through parties, mutual friends, but that's as most they could get. So they would say, why is your number associated with this Cash App that's sending this person money or things like that? And she said, I don't know. because that's my number, and the name was Miles is a dead name, but I don't have her number. I never communicated with her. I didn't talk to her. It's like, so no, we never communicated. It was never anything further than meeting each other through parties. So no, I don't know, have no idea or what is going on of communicating with her. No, I haven't been doing that. Yes, that's my number, but I haven't been communicating with her. So what's up? This is crazy. So I said I can't give anything. I hope sorry I can be more help, but no, I don't know anything. I don't know who's the Nook Boys is. I don't know Still Will though. No, I have none of this thing information of what's going on. And I believe Heather. Like when Heather was speaking, it's like it just seemed like Heather was lying. So I was like, Heather probably don't know. It's just the only problem is that how whoever used Heather's number or how Heather's numbers got to them, got connected to Diamond. And that's a mystery we need to find out. So now it was like, if Heather, we believe Heather, that we got to assume that freaking Diamond has been lying to us. Because, people in the past have been lying to them and to get on the show. And then when it comes to the investigation and start cracking the cracks, and then they confront the person, and then they was like, oh, yeah, nah, you ain't on the show, yeah. Yeah, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all got caught, and now you're on the show. So, after that, they was like, John, the manager, so they had to take a little break and everything. John, the manager, called Neve back, and they FaceTime. And Neve, John was on FaceTime with a guy named Kyle, and they talk, and they would say, "There's no way they can talk to Steve, all that stuff." And they said, "We not elaborate to do that prank," because they would say maybe y'all was pranking this girl because he's a catfish and all that stuff, and you may prank her. All that stuff. They said, "No, we not elaborate to do any pranks like that. We not really organized to do anything like that. So we just make jokes, random pranks and stuff like that. But we not that extreme to do that, be that meticulous to catfish someone in that planned manner. That takes time and organization, and we don't have time for that. And we not that type of professionals. So we didn't do that. And it's very unlikely that Steve would be part of that, because if he's part of this group, and we not organized to do stuff like that, elaborate plans, so he won't be organized to do the same thing because he's part of the group. So they said, no, it's not possible. So it was like, can y'all get Steve to come on FaceTime to talk to her? Because it's like she been thinking that she been talking to him all this time, and that it'd be helpful that she could hear from him that he's not the person she been talking to. I knew it would hurt her, but that's what she needed. So they said, okay, well, cool. Right before Neve was trying to go to bed, he said, "Can I get a sleep up in here?" He get a text and I'll probably call for Diamond, like missed calls and everything, very upset. I said, "What happened? What happened?" The real freaking Steve, the douchebag Steve, made a video and posted online saying, "Oh my gosh, I got some things for my friends," or saying some catfish is using my pictures to catfish some girl who thinks she's in a relationship with me, and that is crazy, and all that stuff like that. She must be delusional, think she was talking to me on stuff. So I want to know whoever this person is, contact me so we could start teaching how to catfish other people. I said, this is a weird douchebag. I said, you was interested in this guy? Like that video just debunked any sexiness or whatever he had, and he looked funny when he did that video. And the fact that you try to play this girl, when she saw that, and she even think that he was going to present it that way in television to blast her like that, made her upset. So she was very upset about that, because now she had to find out the truth that way. Like they were trying to do a Zoom meet up, so it'd be a quick 5 minutes, but he did a video. I said, oh, you ain't have nothing to do with that guy. I said, it's done. So she was very upset. So they brought up to speed about what's going on, and it was like, do you know Heather? She said, oh, we just know about mutual parties. So that's the same thing that Heather said. And they say, why? Because that number has been contacting you and using the number, and that's the number to show up. And she said, no, I'm not interested in Heather at all. It's that, why you think Heather would do that? Like, is she trying to prank you? She said, we didn't even have any beef. And that's what Heather said. It's like, we don't have any issues. We just meet each other passing, and that's it. So she said, I don't know what was going on, why do it, everything, and why Heather would do that. Because she said she don't think that Heather will be that elaborate to do it. Not to say she would not be smart to do it. She just don't think Heather would do that type of thing. So it was like, what's going on? So there's two possibilities that Neve said. It could be one that Head is lying, and it's actually is the person doing all this stuff to get back with you or whatever it needs to do whatever to do to prank you, to mess with you, or you lying to her. She said, "No, why am I getting on a TV show?" I said a lot of people have get on a TV show to lie to get on the show. So and they lied to them, they use them. So it's possible. So he got to be skeptical about every person who trying to get on it. But she said, "No, I will not do that. I make myself look stupid because I'm making myself look stupid right now to get on television to make a TV debut, and I'm not gonna use my TV debut now. No offense." I said, "No, not taking." And I said, "I understand that. I will not make my TV debut and make a fool of my own damn self. That's crazy." So they would say, "You know what? We gotta contact Steve." She said, "You gotta call Heather. Let's call Heather. Let's all like that." Because I need to find out she was ready. She's hot and heavy. She ready. Like all that. Contact Heather, and then also contact that fake Steve, because now they know that's not the real Steve. So now she want to know who she been talking to all this time. Contact the fake Steve. The fake Steve answered like, "I've been waiting to talk to you. I waited this moment, and I'm ready to get on in a few minutes." I said, "You waiting for this moment? So all this time you had all this opportunity, and now you waiting for this one more particular moment to get on television to share your truth and say why you catfish this girl." Say, "Get on." Oh, before that, they was like they was looking at the thing, and I think somebody said, "Oh, Diamond said it was a mutual friend that I met had to do an unnamed person, like Plastic, her old makeup artist." So I was like, okay. So when they got on, and they was saying this person said, was waiting for this moment." They said the Zoom. That person got on Zoom, and baby, it was Vincent White Plastic. He said, "Vincent, my name is White Plastic. Yes, yes. What's up?" This is like, "What's up?" Like, listen, yeah, I wanted her to know that Diamond's not that freaking innocent, nice little girl y'all think she is. She is not that innocent, all that stuff. Like, she is she's scrubby, and she's nasty and all stuff like that. Because what I'm going to talk about is like, listen, the reason why I did what I did because Mark told me that I was dating this guy, and that she slept the guy that I was trying to date, was dating with. And she said, "What?" Mark, because Mark is Diamond's roommate. So, according to Vincent, aka White Plastic, it was saying that Mark told me that you said my man. So what you did when I did that, I want to get a revenge on you. So yes, I did what I did. I set the number up. I saw that's like that, and I used that. So it was like, so did Heather know they using her number? Because she said no, she didn't know. She didn't know none of that because what I did is like my phone was messed up at the time, so I used Heather number, and I was going to do those stuff like that. So I was using the stuff and set up all the stuff. So Heather came pissed off at me because he said, "Listen," he said, "What's up? Well, why you what you got? I mean, what you got myself into? Like people calling me saying that my number is being used for some mess." And he said, "Yeah, I just did what I had to do, what I had stuff like that. Yeah, so I gotta patch that over, but I had to. But yeah, I told him the truth and everything because I said, you know what, I'm gonna get on it because I gotta let them know about the truth, and I ain't want to be part of it because yes, I did it. I messed up. I used your number, but I did it, so I'm gonna get on and tell my truth, right?" She said, "Who? What? I never said what." Mr. said, "You mad, honey? You mad? Like, listen, you did what you did." She said, "F you, no, F you, F you, no, F you." Like they were going back and forth. It's like, what's going on? I was like, oh my gosh. It said, you shut the F up. You shut the F up, honey. Like, what? And then we're going back and forth. And it was like, no, she never did it. She never stopped when we never any connection, no talk, no kissing, no nothing. So I don't know where you get that from. And I was like, then why would Mark tell him that? And is it true? If he said no, that's lying. I want to know what's the real reason why you're coming in to tell him and doing this to me, because that's not the truth. So it said the phone call. What's up with the phone call? She said, well, I use one to YouTube and use different clips, and I said I put that together so you could talk to her like that. I said, "Oh, you really organized it." And she said, "So what's up with the inside scoop of sending the information before it got posted?" She said, "Well, I was following his page and everything, and I know what's going on. And I'm on his page, so stuff that I know that instant posted, I would have sent it to her and talked to her." I said, "Dang, you have a lot of time." She said, "Yeah, it's a lot of time and information and organization, but I had to do what I had to do." And And she said, they said, "Oh, you were ever plan to tell Diamond?" He said, "Listen, no, if the show never ever happened, I would plan on ghosting her and everything. Never gonna go to the day. Go to the day. That's how I would plan on ghosting her. And that's it." I was like, "Oh wow." So they said, "Let's get on Mark," because why Mark would say that is to say, yeah. So they got on Mark in, and Mark said, "No, that's totally lying. I don't know why you fabricate this thing, and I don't know why you would catfish Diamond like, because I never told you." So Diamond got on white plastic, Vincent white plastic got on. He said, "No, don't be lying to me, because you know what it is. You know what it is. Yes, I said what I said. I know what it is. So don't try and play me. No, you lying. You did tell me this." And it's like they're going back and forth. "No, you lying." It just escalated. And he said, whatever. Yes, I'm gonna stay by the truth. You slept with my man. Yes, I did. Why you would tell me that? I did this because you tell me, and they was going back and forth. So they were cursing on the storm. And long story short, it was like they can't stand each other. They said no, it is what it is. There's no resolution because I said what I said. It's nothing else. That's why I stand by. You slept with my man, and I did what I did. And she said, I had to make it believable by sending the thing, because during the time, the person was sending lingerie, was sending gifts and stuff for the PL box for California. So he was able to use other people to help to formulate this plan and do whatever they do to make it believable that she was actually really talking to Steve. And basically, so Neve say, "Look, at one thing, free Britney." She said, "Oh yeah, it's free Britney. It's a rally tonight. You gonna invite her? So I'm gonna be there." And Neve say, "You know what? If y'all end up being at the rally, at Free Britney rally, just don't talk to each other. Just no beef, no interaction, no fake explosiveness. Just don't talk to each other. Ignore each other, and we'll go in your separate ways. And y'all go off the day." And she said, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna act like I don't know you at all." So that was it, y'all. So at the end, the follow up is that Brittany's still confused about, not Brittany, Diamond's still confused about what the reason, but they move on and she gonna focus on her life and everything. And they met at the valley and they have cordial conversation, but at the end of that, that's it. And nothing else. Nothing else, y'all. So that was Catfish, y'all. It was a nice little funny episode, especially when Vincent and White Plastic came on the scene and they was going back and forth, heated, F each other, cursing each other, all that stuff, like screaming at each other. It was fun a little bit at the end. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I'll talk to y'all later.